Well, howdy ho, Stampers. Deb Valder here, your Fun Stampers Journey Coach. And today I'm going to show you how to do this amazing Z-Fold box card. This is what it looks like, okay? It's a Z-Fold card and a box card all put together in one. It's just an amazing little card. It looks very complicated, but you know me, I'm going to make it super simple for you to do. All right, let me just show you a couple of examples. This is the one I'm going to show you because it's almost Valentine's Day and I waited till the very end, just before Valentine's Day to show you. So let me just show you a couple of other ones. Here's one that I have for Easter. And this is it right here. So that's the card that's closed. And then when you open it, look at this. Look at this. Isn't that adorable? I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And then I have another Easter one. Let me just show you that one. Here's this one. So here's our little bunny butt right there with all of our eggs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then when you open it up, this is what it looks like. Isn't that gorgeous? Absolutely gorgeous. I will be showing you both of those on how to make them. So stay tuned for that. But for today, because it's almost Valentine's Day, I'm going to show you how to do this one. So when I look at this, it's a Z-Fold card, and it married a box card. And when they came together, they made this little baby right here. So this is the Z-Fold box card, the two of them put together. This is the box card. This is the traditional box card. Remember, when you go to mail this, it just folds up like this, and then when you open it up, it looks just like that. I do have a video on this one. These are real dollar bills I put in there. Those are the candles, and then I have my little balloons hanging off there. So that's an old one, but yep, that is a box card. And then it married the traditional Z-Fold card. You see the Z up here, the little Z-Fold card right here. So it's just a simple card, and the two of them together make a box card. So let's get started. There's a lot of pieces to this one. I'm not going to kid you. This one would take a little bit longer than any of the other two, but that's because I have so many little intricate pieces to it. But I've done a lot of it ahead of time. We'll show you exactly what I did just to kind of speed things along. And let's bring in our grid paper so we can just start to work. So let me just show you the pieces that I did use. This is the Love Bandit set from the mini catalog, and I've been using him forever. I've been putting all kinds of different things in his little backpack here, his little stash. I've put in coffee beans, I've put in shamrocks, I've put in flowers, just a bunch of cute little things. And this one is a bundle, so if you buy the Love Bandit, make sure you get the bundle so that you can have things cut out right away. So that's the Love Bandit stamp set. And then we have, I did use the square dies. These are awesome. They have the perforations right with them, so you get all of them. You get 10 of these little here, and this is the size that I used for this one. All right, so there's that. And then I also used these Clearview sheets. These are just clear plastic sheets that you can use for different projects. That I used for the little holders for the hearts. See, I just cut them into strips. So that's what I used for the holders for the hearts. So I did use my Clearview sheets. And then you can also make some of your hearts out of these punches. Now I did most of mine right out of the die because the die does have the stamp set, Love Bandit, does have, let me grab it back in here, it does have hearts that you can stamp and cut. Here's the two hearts that I used on this one, but it also has the stamps to go along with it. So make sure you take a look at that. It's always good to get the bundle, but it's always good to have the punches too, and we have 3 different size punches. These punches are super awesome. They are easy to use, and they're so inexpensive. They're fantastic quality, but they are very inexpensive. So you can get more bang for your buck. You can actually get more in your basket. All right, so this is the catalog that I'm working out of. It's called the Bloom This Way catalog, and it's only good until March 2017. So make sure you have everything out of it that you need. Let's make sure that we bring in a couple of cards to show you. This is another card from the Love Bandit. I did it at my leadership, and it just is a pull card. So this little guy right here actually goes back and forth. And then you remember I did this quite a while ago. I do have a video on this one. That is another pull card, and I just love, absolutely love these pull cards. And here's another one right here. Hello there. I love these. They're just so cute. Okay, so this is a pull card, but this is the pull card with the little bandit on there. Okay, and he just slides back and forth. Another one that I did was one that I did for my swap when I went to leadership, and this is it. Lots of good product on here. My sparkly tape, some sequins, some cloud dies. This is the Snapshot Frames die. Love them. Colored with my colored pencils. And look at, I switched out the hearts for the flowers. Remember I told you put all different kinds of things in there. They're just really, really cute. And then just to show you a plain one, this is what we're going to make right here. This one is where it has the middle for the box. Okay, just a simple Z-fold card with a little box in there. Just a little bit of a twist on it. Now we're going to bring in our pieces to stamp. So I've already pre-stamped the little guy right here, and I've actually colored him in on this one, but I also wanted to show you that I did stamp the little bag and cut him out. So let me just show you what that looks like. I just stamped it on the candy apple red cardstock, and what I'm doing is I'm literally just cutting out this part of it right here and this little piece right here. Don't forget that little piece right here because that's part of his bag. And then I paper piece this on the top. You could definitely, absolutely, definitely you can definitely color it in, but for this one I wanted it to pop even more, so I actually cut that out. It's called paper piecing, another little technique, fun to do, and it just makes it look a little bit better. Alright, so I'm going to show you that one in a little while, but let's take and grab all of our pieces out that need to be stamped. Alright, so there's that one, and then these. And I'm also going to bring in a piece of black licorice cardstock just so that I can see where I'm stamping, because on my grid paper sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. So this one is going to be stamped with the black licorice ink, and let's see, that one is You Stole My Heart. So I'm going to start with that one. There we go, perfect. And then we're going to do, let's see, this is the long skinny one, which is the Love Bandit. And oops, here we go. Alright, so we've got our Love Bandit, and then we've got, let's see what's next. How about the Wanted? Alright, for this one I'm going to bring it in to make sure that I've got it, because it's a little bit bigger, and I love to bring the ink to the stamp rather than the stamp to the ink. And then we're just going to stamp our Wanted on there. Okay, so there's that one. Oh, and we have the big piece right here. Alright, again, the stamp to the ink. There we go. And there we go. Alright, so now we have all of our pieces stamped, I do believe. Let's put the top on our black licorice ink. We're going to take and glue our pieces together so that we have them all. And alright, so the Wanted goes onto this piece right here. So we're going to take some of our Easy Glide. Okay. Just put these pieces together so I don't lose them. Alright, and then I'm going to take and put a little piece of adhesive onto my Love Bandit here, and just glue these two together. Okay, there's another one, and then, whoops, I have an extra piece there. Okay, and then this one doesn't need anything, and neither does this one. Alright, so I think we have all of our pieces glued together. And what's next? We cut out, let's see, we cut out this little guy right here, we cut out that, so that's all done. And now let's just start putting it all together, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is to put down my red pieces, and by that I mean all of these. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And like I said, all of the measurements for these are on my blog. There's 2 that are the same and 1 that's a little bit different. Okay, so we have our cardstock here, and this right here is just an 11 by 4 1/4. Okay, again, the measurements are on my blog, and so are the scoring instructions. This is just scored in half at 5 1/2, and this is scored at half of a half, which is 2 3/4. So what I have here is a half. I fold it over, use my crease tool. Okay, and then we're going to fold it back because that's where the 2 3/4 mark is. and just fold it. And that makes my Z-fold card right there, okay? Then for one of the pieces, this is just, if you notice, it's just a half of a sheet of cardstock. This is, if I took these two pieces right here and I cut half of this one, so actually to make this card you need a full sheet of cardstock, because half of it's going to be the base card and the other two are going to be the outside and the inside panels. All right, so this is actually a half of a sheet of cardstock, but then I cut it in half again at 2 1/8. So this piece right here is 2 1/8 by 11 inches, and so is this one. So let's start with this one and the scoring on this one. I did this the exact same as I did with this one right here. It is folded at, or scored at 5 1/2, and it's scored at 2 3/4. So when I fold this over, it's half of a cardstock, okay? And then I'm going to fold it that half in half, and that's going to be my little Z-fold again. All right, I'll show you what to do with that in just a moment. Now this one has quite a few more scores on it, and those are going to be on my blog. But when you go to fold this, okay, you're going to take and you're going to fold it. You're going to take and you're going to fold it back, and then these two are going to be forward. Okay, so this one has a score. The score mark is on the outside. These are on the inside. Then you're going to score it or fold it these two ways, and this one is going to go back this way, so it looks like this. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to definitely use my crease tool, because these creases need to be super uber sharp. All right, and that's because you want them to fit beautifully inside your piece. All right, so then here's this one. And then this one. You just really want some nice creases. All right, here we go. And there's your Z-fold right there. All right, good. Okay, now let's start putting it together, because we are all done. We just need to decorate. So here's our card. When I go to put this on here, you don't want to put them on there going the same way, because if you do, you're not going to have your box. But if you take this and just flip it over, so that the long piece goes out, down, and in, okay, you now have your box. Do you see that? So what we have to do is we have to put our adhesives on. So let's start with this one right here. We're going to put our adhesive here and here, and I'm going to use my tear tape, because when you have a mechanical card, it's just a lot better to put tear tape or something that's a little bit stickier than your regular adhesive, because you have movement on your card. And this should be a staple in your grab-and-go bag, because we use this a lot. So here's these two. Now what we need to do is to put them on this side right here. And I just kind of make a little notation of where it's going to end, because you don't want it to go past that. All right, so I'm just going to turn it over. I'm going to take my tear tape and I'm going to put it right here on the end. You can take and put a little pencil mark if you need to, but it doesn't have to be rocket science, okay? It just has to be eyeballed, so that it doesn't go beyond the point where it's going to glue your other piece down. All right, so let's take and put this together. So let me grab my my bloom tool. All right, and I'm just going to burnish these so that they come up a lot easier. All right, and then just pull all of these right off. Grab the rest of the tape there. Okay, and then here's that one. See how easy that is? This bloom tool just works so well for everything. All right, so let's make sure that when we do this, we get the bottoms have to be even, okay? Very important that you get everything nice and even. So I'm just going to take and open this up, line it up, edge to edge right here. So that's even, and that's even. We're going to just check the back and make sure that's even. And now we're just going to attach this one over here. And then I'll go back if everything is nice and even. Sometimes it's hard working on black, but all right. So there we go. There's our first fold right there, and that's our box. All right. Everything is good to go. Super good. Okay. Now what we're going to do is to do the inside right here. All right, so let me just set that aside for a moment. Here is our inside piece. Now this is important where you put your adhesives. So the back end of this one and the back end of this one has to be with our tear tape, and then these two that stick out, okay, the flat pieces, not the inside pieces. All right, so I would consider this an inside piece, and I would consider that an inside piece. We're going to do it on the back pieces, okay? So let's start with this one. All right, we'll go this way. And this is a larger piece, so I'm going to put 2 pieces of tear tape on this one. So I'm going to just go here, because we do want it to adhere on both sides. Now when we get to the smaller side, you don't have to. And what I mean is 2 here, skip this one because that one's indented, but see how this one's sticking out? So we need to have some on this side. But this one is a smaller little panel, so I'm not going to put 2 pieces on, I'm just going to put 1. Now what we need to do is we need to turn it over, because we don't put them on the inside pieces, we only put them on the outside pieces. So we've got it on this one, so we need to have it on this one. All right, so it's going to be a yes, no, yes kind of thing, and I'll show you what I mean by that. All right, so here's this one. Here's this one. The PDF that I have shows you where you're going to put your tape, so it's a little bit more clear on the pictures, okay? So if you need, just hop on over, print that out, and have that in front of you. All right, so now I have yes on these 2, and it should be on these 2 on the back. Super good. Okay? Burnish, burnish, and peel. We're going to take all of our tape off, tape tops off, because we're going to do this all at once. You might think it's scary, but it's really not. This is the best tool they've ever invented. If you don't have your bloom tool yet, hop on over to my website, because you are definitely going to want one of these, especially when you're doing stuff like this. And then the poking, and it's just a good all-around tool to have. And you can really tell when you don't burnish it before you pull up. Okay, and with this one, I call it the dental tool. We do have a pokey, but this one right here, the dental tool, I think I use the most because I can use it as a poker, but this flat piece right here, I use all the time. All right, so now what we're going to do, this is very, now do not glue it to your paper like I just did, okay? So now what you're going to do next is very important. These little cross hatches have to go from horizontally, okay? They have to go horizontally in your box, and the reason you need that is because that's what you're going to put your items on, okay? The things that you're going to embellish it with. Now, I'm not going to glue this piece, and I'm not going to glue this piece to the inside yet, all right? I'm going to concentrate on this piece and this piece right here. So this one is going to go all the way to the back, and it doesn't matter whether we go this way or this way, okay? We're going to go all the way to the back. And I'm going to, I know this is black, so it's not going to be easily seen, but I'm actually pushing it down so it's flat with the bottom and flat with the back. So what I did was, it's all the way to the back crease right here and all the way to the bottom right here. But you see how this is still freestanding? Now I'm going to do the front. I'm going to make sure that the front is, I lay it down, I push it all the way down and all the way to the front. It looks good to me, so I'm going to literally take and just crease this side and crease this side. But remember, this piece and this piece right here, the 2 end pieces right here, are freestanding. This little guy right here and this little guy right here. And the reason I like to do that is so when you go to close it, all right, when you go to close this thing, here we go, we're going to, it takes just a little bit, okay, because it wants to stick itself there, but we don't want it to. We want it to stick by itself when we close this. So I'm just laying it down, and when I lay it down, it somehow goes in the right exact spot. Don't ask me why, but it just does. Look at that. See how perfectly aligned that is? I am so excited because that just is so easy. All you have to do is make sure that this little fold and this little fold are not glued before you actually close it. And when you close it, it knows right where to go. So then when you have your card, it will always close the right way and it will always open the right way. Okay? Just a little tidbit for you. So now we're going to start putting all of our embellishments on, all of these pieces right here. So I'll keep this in the picture so that you can see most of it. Let's see, can you see most of it? There we go. All right. So let's start with this piece right here, all the measurements for this one. Now remember, I said this one is a lot more intricate and a lot more time consuming than the other ones that I did. The other ones are super cute. Make sure you watch those videos, but I just loved this card that I put together. So I had to show it to you. It is my Valentine's Day for Kevin. He doesn't know it, but this is his Valentine's Day card. And I have an extra one now, so I will probably be giving that one away as a door prize. All right, so there's that panel right there, and then I'm going to take the longer. I have 2 shorter ones and one tiny bit longer. I think it's just 1/8 of an inch longer. I'm going to put that one right there. This little Love Bandit set is not just for Valentine's Day. I can't stress that enough. I have been using it for so many different things. I just love it to pieces. All right, so there's that piece right there. And now we're going to go for the next piece, which is going to be right here. And let's put the adhesive on this one because that's the next one to go. All right, and these two are the same right here. All right, so let's put that one. Whoops. And what I'm doing is just kind of making sure that they're, there's one and two. And see, these are all cut the exact same width, so you should have a nice even flow all the way through. Okay, there we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, so we've got those pieces. Now what I need to do is to make my little window. So what I did was I took this piece and I took my square, remember my square die, and I just cut out a little window for him to be peeking out of. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to take and I'm going to use my Journey foam squares, and I'm going to use both my big ones and my little ones. So let's grab those. Okay, so my big ones, I'll just put one here and one here, and then we don't want this to flatten out, so I'm just going to put a tiny one right there. Okay, let's take these off so I know that they're free and clear. And then I'm going to put two tiny ones up on the top too. That's why you just need both sizes. And these are just so easy to get off the paper. There's no waste around the outside of it. So you get more on a piece of paper and you have less waste. All right. So now what I'm going to do is just close my card and attach this to the front end. And again, it's got a little bit of dimension so it looks like he's literally coming out of a window. All right. So there's that. So far, so good. All right, let's add our little Love Bandit sign that we made. Where did I put that? Here it is right here. We made our little Love Bandit sign right here. Okay, so I'm just going to take and put adhesive on the back end of this one. And that one's just going to go at an angle like that because we've got some Journey thread that's going to go right there. This next piece that we've put together is going to be popped, so I'm just going to take one of our large Journey foam squares and put it here and here. All right, see how easy this is to put together now? All right, and that's going to go right here. And I'm going to put some, I'm going to take and put some Journey glaze on that to make it shine. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's so adorable. I really went bonkers on this because I just loved all the dimension. Like I said, this is not one of my easier cards, or faster cards, I should say. It's not hard. It's just, there's just a lot more pieces to it. But this was Kevin's card, so I wanted to make it extra special. Okay, and then I wanted to share it with you. All right, so here's this. You Stole My Heart. This is just so cute. Again, it's not just for Valentine's Day. Now this little guy goes in the back. All right, and he's not popped up. And what I'm doing is I'm just literally making my border even all the way around. Okay, so when it closes, there it is right there. Okay, so here we have that, and that. And let me see, this I should probably put up just a little bit because I've got some hearts that have to go on there. So I'm going to put this up just a little bit higher. Okay, there we go. And I think that one looks a little bit crooked, so I'm just going to lift it up. Okay, so now we've got a couple of more things to do. So let me just show you how I did these little guys right here. Okay, I took some of our, let me just find them. I took some of our window sheets like I told you, and I just cut them into strips on our Journey paper trimmer, okay? And then I have one that is without. Let me see if I can find it so I can show you how I put it together. Yep, here it is. Okay, so these are the ones I've already put together because you don't need to see me do, 15,000 of these. But this is one of my little window sheets right here, but I just cut it into a strip. Now I have to add it to one of our little one of our hearts. So what I did was I took my Journey dots right here. Okay, I love the way this works. Okay, this is the bottom of the case, and what I do is I just pull until the next one comes out, pull it off, and then I'm going to put it on the back of my heart like this. And then, whoops, just like that. And then I'm going to add it to the back of my, so I want this on the top and my little window sheet on the back of it, okay? Just like that. All right, so now I have all of my little guys right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to start to adhere them to the inside of this, just like that. All right, and what I want to do, I'm going to show you how to do this because it's really important. No matter which one of these that you're going to do, you want to make sure that it looks good closed as well as opened. So you're going to kind of do a little bit of everything all at once. And I'm going to get out my little journey dots again because that's the way I adhere them. All right, and that's why it's really nice to have them on these little separate sheets, because you can either put them right directly on here or you can put them on your little window sheets, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this one right here, and you can cut them as you go along. I just kind of put them all about the same size and then cut them as I go along. So I'm just going to take and put this little journey dot, and that's why I said it's really nice to have them on these little sheets, because you're going to take and be able to adjust them as you need them. So I'm just going to take and put this one pretty far down, okay? Because he's in the front and he wants to be lower than the ones in the back. Look at that. It looks good there. It looks good when it's open. So the next one that I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, and this might be a little bit long, so I'm going to cut it off just a tad bit. Like I said, it's better to have them all one size and then cut them as they go along. Take one of your journey dots and add it. All right, and I'm going to take the time to actually show you how to do this because I think it's important as far as centering goes, okay? So now this one I'm just going to take and I'm going to just put it right about here, okay? I want it to be down just a little bit lower because, there we go. Okay, so it's good closed and it's good open. Now we need something to fill in right here. So I'm going to take my white one, I think, and instead of putting the journey dot on the front, I'm going to put it on the back because I'm going to put it right here on this little panel right here so that when I close it, it goes right there. So I'm going to put this journey dot on the back, and you can, like I said, you can play with this. It's just fun to do different things with it, okay? Like I said, I did one with eggs, I did one with flowers, I've done one with shamrocks. Let's see, we're going to put this one right here, I think. All right, so there we've got that one right there. Now I need a filler for right here, so I think I'll take a red one and cut it off just a little bit. I made these extra long, and I'm going to put this one on the back, I think. Okay, and let's see, we're going to make this one a filler, so I'm going to take and see how I'm actually closing it, and there we go. Oh, let's go up just a little bit more. There we go. How's that? All right, now I think we need some black maybe over here, so I'm going to take and put one right here. I'm going to cut that one off just a little bit. Alrighty, let's see. Oops. There's that one. Okay, still looks good. Okay, see now that I've got it open, I need some things that are sticking out over here. This side is good when you close it, but when you open it, it's kind of bare over here. So I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to work with it open now. And this is just a lot of fun. Alrighty, and let's see, when I open it, this little guy needs to be right about there, I think. Perfect. Okay, so closed, it looks good. Opened, it looks good. All right, now I need something right over here. So I'm just going to grab this one. I'm going to cut it down just a little bit. Add one of my little dots, and I think we're done with those hearts. Okay, and when I open it, I just need something red right there. Okay. Let me find which one this is on. There we go. Okay, so now when it's opened, we have enough little, and you can put more in there if you want, but look, isn't that cute? Opened and then closed. They both look really cute. Now I have extra of these every place. So let's just grab some more of our little hearts. And remember, when I do stuff, I just have to show you how many of these that I have. I just cut out a whole bunch at once. Let me just show you. I just cut out a whole bunch at once, and then I just pick and choose what ones I want. So I'm going to grab, for this right here, I'm going to grab 2 blacks and a red. So here's 2 little black ones, and then I'm going to grab a red one. And these are going to go directly onto my piece, so I'm going to use some, I'm actually going to use some of my Journey Craft glue. All right? Okay, we're going to do 2 blacks. Let's just put all the glue on first. And then we'll just stick them on there. Okay, so there's my, let's grab the black one. And then another black one. And then the red one. Okay, so there's those. I've got all of those. Now I need to put the ones on the back. So I'm going to grab a red one. Let's see, I think I have 2 red ones. And I'm just showing you exactly the way they were. Okay, I have 2 black ones, and then I have, let's see, here we go. Okay, so we've got those glued onto the back end of it right there. And now I'm going to take and I'm going to glue these little guys here. Now this one happens to be popped up, so I need one of my little guys right here, my little Journey foam squares for the back end of that. And actually I need 2 of those because I popped up both of them. Alrighty, so that's going to go in the back there. So this is going to be taken off here. It's going to go there. Oh, that's going to go here. Okay, so we've got that, and that. And now all we have left is my little Bandit and some of the Journey Twine. So what I did for these, I colored them with, this is my biggest seller in the mini catalog. It was in the last mini catalog and it's in this one, and I just cannot sell enough of these. People are just going crazy after they use them. They're just the best gel pens I've ever used. They don't skip, they don't clog, they work every single time. And we've got so many different colors. So I just colored his hat in the silver, and then I colored the hearts in the flowers in the pinks, and then I colored the green stems. So I'm not going to go through it in color because you know how to color, but I just wanted to show you. And they're glittery. They have such a cute little shimmer to them. It just absolutely makes the card. So that's how I colored the little guys. All right. Now remember what I told you before. These are awesome. These are absolutely fantastic. Now what I did tell you was I cut out this little thing right here. That's his little backpack or his bag. And then what I need to do now is to just cut off that little piece, okay? So I pre-did that on another one. So I'm just going to put this aside and grab that one. Grab some of my Journey glue. And, whoops, there we go. I love this stuff. Oops, turn this one over. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the glue on this piece. I think it would be easier to adhere it to that. I think I'm done with that, so I'll put the top on. So let's start with our little piece so that I don't lose it if I sneeze. All right, and that's just going to go, whoops, not on that one. It's going to go on this one. So let me just put a little bit more glue on this one because that one's not colored yet. Okay, actually I do have two of them, but oh well. Okay, so here's this one. And you're going to make this, this card is going to be for somebody that you absolutely love to pieces because it is more time consuming, like I said, but this one's for Kevin and he deserves it. Okay, and then I'm just going to add that to the back and it just makes it pop so much more than if I colored it. Okay, and you've seen on my other one. See, isn't that cute? Absolutely adorable. All right, let me get this out of the way because I don't need that one right now. And I'm just going to take and I'm going to put some dots on him. Okay, and we'll put him in the back. So I want my larger ones, I believe. Let me see. Let's grab our larger ones because then I don't have to use as many of them. We'll put them just 3. There we go. And that's just going to get stuck inside his little window right here. This is such a cute card, if I do say so myself. Okay, and then I'm going to take one of my Journey dots right here. And I did pre-do a ribbon. So these are our new twines in the mini catalog. And I'm just going to cut these off because I already did the bow. Cut those off. I'm going to take in one of my little dots. And they're sticky. That's going to go right up here like that. Now the very last thing that we have to do is to add our Journey glaze. And this just finishes it off. I can't even tell you how awesome it is. Okay, so I got a couple things to do. I need also, what I need is my my glitter cuts here. All right, so let's start with these two and this one, just these little hearts right here. So I'm going to open up my card, and my card's going to stay opened until it dries. Okay, there's that one. And then we did, those are the 3 hearts that we did. And then what I did was, I did it on my words. And don't think it's hard, because it's really not. You're just going to kind of just go up and down. On your words. And it just makes it look so much cuter. When it's dried, it just looks so adorable. Okay. And one last place to put it is on your heart. And then I'm going to add some sparkle cuts to it. Now these are things that you should have in your craft room. Okay, let's put the top on so it doesn't dry out. And then I'm just going to take some of my sparkle cuts and just add it to that one little heart right there. And we're just going to leave everything on there until it dries. And we are done. This is my Z-Box, or my Z-Fold box card right here. Absolutely adorable. It's not hard to do. Make sure you watch the 2 sequels to this one. I have one that I'm doing, actually both of them are Easter cards, but this was my Valentine's Day card one, and I just wanted to get it out to you. It's just such an adorable little card. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Take care and have a great day.